Hello, I'm Jerry Fort. I just thought I'd just chat with you guys for a minute, just random rambling, because I'm a rambling man. No, I'm not, at least not right now. Rambling men get to go places, go where they want to, but right now we can't go where we want to. um, um, Jesse at I can't remember what his channel name is right now. He changes it all the time. He wanted to hear a story about I don't know if he misunderstood what I said or not. He said something about um, someone shooting a pit bull. Well, when I was doing this review, I think I said something about pit bulls being aggressive, this, that, and other. But I don't remember saying shooting the pit bull. But there was an instance. He wanted to hear stories about this kind of stuff, is where I'm getting at. But there was an instance, or a situation where, whoops, where'd you guys go? There you go. Back in the, it's probably late 80s maybe, somewhere around there. My neighbor, his name was Mike Agee. When he was married to the lady that is still at the same place, but they're no longer together. But when his daughter, when their daughter was really young, that she played out in the backyard. I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but they were our neighbors. They're not anymore. We're just on the next street over from where we were. But anyway, I'm trying to get to the point here. My wife and I, we were just sitting on the couch and watching something, and all of a sudden we hear a gunshot, like a shotgun blast that was very loud, made us jump. I mean, just out of nowhere, we was like, whoa, what was that? And we didn't go out to see what it was immediately, but I think we went out and we asked, I think we saw Mike and told him we heard a gunshot. Did that come from over here? And he says, yeah, that was him. And he said that the people that live behind them, they've had this happen before, that this pit bull that lives back there keeps jumping the fence and roaming around in Mike's yard. And he told these people, because the dog has growled at them before, he says, you keep that dog over there, otherwise I'm gonna shoot it. I'm gonna put it down. And he's warned them. And one day he was out in his garage, he liked to build things or work on things, and that dog walked right by the door and looked in there at him. And he's like, I ain't gonna mess with this anymore. So I mean, he was afraid that that dog would come over sometime when his daughter's out roaming around in the yard, and if the thing's growling at him, it could be aggressive, and it shouldn't be in his yard. So he goes in and gets his shotgun, and he said, I shot that dog right between the eyes. Just walked out there, boom. And he says, I guess those people came out back there, and he says, where do you want this? You want me to throw this dog over there in your yard, or do you want me to bury it in my yard? And I can't remember what the answer was. Can't remember if he tossed it over in their yard or if he just buried it in his yard. I think he would have probably tossed it over into their yard, but I don't know. I imagine the thing probably weighed, 80 to 100 pounds. But anyway, like I've said in that other video, I mentioned that we live out in the, out of the city limits, so you can shoot. You can shoot a gun, you can shoot fireworks, you can burn in your yards. There's more freedom than what you could in the city limits. But anyway, I mean, we have had an aggressive white pit that lives not too far from where I live, and it's already been reported that it's bit a child and it's bit a woman. And the police have went over there and talked to the people, or attempted to talk to them. And they have a tall fence. You can't, people can't get in there easily. But they warned them that the dog needs to be keep locked up, or chained up or something if it's aggressive and biting people. But there's no leash law. You can your dogs can run free. It's just the way it is there, But so, in other words, if that that dog has been in my yard before, and my wife has went out and went out and told him to get out of here, and the dog started approaching her, growling and barking, and she ran in the house. Usually dogs are skittish, or they'll run away. This dog was not running away, and she went and got a firecracker and popped one, and it took off. But that's an instant that I could, if I wanted to, I could use one of my guns and I could put it out. I don't like killing things. I don't like killing animals. I don't like killing bugs. That's the way I am. We're watching a show called The Durrells in Corfu. It's about a British family living on the Greek island in Corfu. And there's a little guy named Jerry there, one of the family, and he's the youngest, and he's all into animals and bugs and stuff. And it's funny how he reminds me a lot of myself. He's probably a little bit more braver with things than what I would be. There's some things I wouldn't let crawl on me, or I'd be a little bit apprehensive about letting them land on me. But it's a cool show, pretty entertaining. It's on PBS if you're interested, if you like that kind of stuff. We like watching a lot of British type shows. We've watched a lot of them in the past, but they're just interesting. Anyway, like I was saying, I don't want to shoot things, but if I have to, if I go out there and it starts attacking, I may be doing, yard work or something, and the dog start, running at me or something. I don't know. But I can't have that, and I can't have it happen to my wife or my son. I'll shoot him, But we have other dogs in the neighborhood that are not like that. They're nice dogs. Like I've said in that video, there's, two of the dogs, 2 or 3 of the dogs that live down the street, just right down the street from us, named Baloo and Capitan. And then the other one is a black female that's pregnant right now. We don't know what her name is. We call her Little Girl. But they're all pits, and they're all our friends, and we like them. Actually, Baloo, he got in a fight with that white pit, the one I was just talking about, and Baloo won. He won the fight. But the dog still, occasionally, when he gets out of the fence, he comes around over there, and there's a lot of kids on the neighborhood going down the street. Although they're stupid little kids, they antagonize their dogs, tease them, and yell at them and try to get them to come over here. And my wife, has said, and I think I've mentioned it to them, don't mess with these dogs. Don't antagonize them. Don't tease them. We don't want them over here, and they're aggressive, and you will be getting bit. But they don't listen. These kids don't listen. They're stupid kids. But anyway, I'm just rambling. What else is there to talk about? I have, if you all enjoy my stories, I call them story time with Jerry. If you enjoy hearing stories about you know, places I've lived, things I've experienced, stuff like that, I have my playlist, and I don't know if it's, I can't remember if it's called Story Time with Jerry. If they're all in there, I think I did separate them because I had a lot. So if you want to, you know, go to those and listen to them, you're, you know, more than welcome to. You might enjoy them. Some are probably funny, some may be interesting. But yeah, I just thought I'd do something different. Haven't done a story time in a while, and thought I'd chat with you guys and see if you had similar stories about aggressive dogs or not. Put it in the comment section. Who knows, you might strike a memory that I might be able to relate to you on. Let's see. I think that's about it. Is there anything else? Got some decent weather coming up. Got some house projects inside and out, but I've been trying to get more of my outside ones done because as soon as deeper into spring hits and on into the early part of summer and all through summer, like I say on a lot of my videos, mosquitoes, they're bad in my area, and they're aggressive. I wish I could shoot them. They are. I mean, if you don't have some kind of DEET, some kind of you know, pest, you know, mosquito repellent, bug repellent sprayed on you, I mean, they will find a spot that you didn't put it on, and they'll pursue you. And they're a pain. Hate them. They keep me from doing a lot of stuff outside. That's why I try to get stuff done before mosquito season hits. But okay, I think that's about it. And as if I think of more stuff, maybe I'll make another story time. Start writing it down if I think of stuff to tell you guys. Okay, I'm going to end it there. I thank y'all for listening, and appreciate your comments and your support. And we will see you on the next one. All right, bye.